Alright guys, Ian Anderson and Jonathan Gomez bringing you another Jomez Productions. They got some more glass blown open, Jonathan.
Final round. This is it.
Yep, Paul McBeth, Cam Todd, Ricky Wysocki, and Nate Wegryn. Paul and Cam are tied going to the final round.
It's going to be a tight race.
Yeah, Rick's just won back too. We're starting off on hole 1, 555. It's a downhill shot. OB right in that tall grass right there. It's really close to the basket, even on the green. The OB is.
Yeah, it bottlenecks down really tight, so it's a lot of strategy on that first drive where you want to be for your approach.
For sure. We got it first.
Paul is up first.
Let's think about it.
Yeah, well, they're just announcing him and all his accolades.
Awesome. He's got a couple of those. just a sketch. 4,
if you're just counting world titles.
Exactly. Cam has one too.
He does.
Yep. Our world champs are tied at the top. Paul McBeth going hyzer with his Star Destroyer.
A lot of air bounce going on out there.
Yeah. That was way up there. That was cool. Good shot. Right in the middle of the fairway at least.
Yeah, it's well placed.
From Darlington, South Carolina, Cameron Todd.
That's it. 2001 world champ, Cam Todd. I heard he was talking to Nico. He told me he was going to win the tournament for it.
Really?
Yep. Called it. Called it.
That's cool.
Yep. See if we can pull it off. That's inbounds, right?
Yeah, it's inbounds. It just hit that tree pretty early. So
short.
it's going to be quite the upshot.
By latitude 64, Richard Wysocki.
Up third. Latitude 64 sponsored Ricky Wysocki. So the best all-around forehand backhand game in disc golf. Going backhand hyzer off the tee. Inbounds, let it play.
Yeah, barely kept it inside that
Left
sidewalk.
of the sidewalk is OB, right?
Correct.
Yep. And up last, certainly not least, Nate Wegryn. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Alabama.
We did our research.
This is the first time we've seen him play.
Yeah. Must have some talent if he's on the league carded in NT.
Exactly.
And he's also ripping out a hyzer.
Got some power.
Sure does. Wow. That thing is way up there, Jay.
Went for that hang time.
Sure did. Ooh. Barely in bounds?
I think you barely kept it in that left side bounds.
Flirting with it. Cam with his second shot after hitting that tree on his drive. And that OB is just so close to the basket on the right. And Cam gets back in bounds. I'll have a putt for a birdie.
Yeah, sneaks it in just a little deep.
Or par. Is this par 3?
I'm not exactly sure. I would think it's a par 4.
You would think so, right? 555. Here is Paul McBeth. Second shot. Just laying it for a 3. Here is Nate's second shot after a pretty ridiculous drive.
Yeah.
Getting way down there. Cam is coming back towards the basket for a 3.
Ooh, tried to lift on him, but
It did.
got it in.
He's got that putt. Nate putting for a 3. Oh no. Little early round jitters.
Yeah. It's always not always the longest drive makes for the best score,
That's
unfortunately.
true. It's all about that upshot sometimes.
Yep.
That was Rick and Paul dropping it in 3. So this is Nate with a 4. I'm pretty sure this is a par 3. Yeah. But not like par really matters anyway. It's all about those strokes, folks. And Paul and Cam are tied. Speaking of strokes, Rick's one back still on to hole 2, 549. What's the game plan here? So over the hill, and it's kind of a blind landing zone.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, you see a lot of people skipping to the water left, just if they don't play it quite right or the wind kind of pushes them out. So
Exactly. And then right of the sidewalk is also OB.
yes, that's correct.
Paul McBeth. Looks like he threw his McBeth Star Destroyer. Right in the middle of the fairway. Solid shot. Cam Todd. Also playing the hyzer line. Ooh, that needs to sit.
That's such a fast,
isn't it?
landing zone right there. That's why I would say a lot of people skip too far.
Yep, wants you to just skip right in the water. Ricky taking out a little wider, trying to stay away from that water, and still flirting with it a little bit. He's probably only 15, 20 from the water. And Nate going forehand, which does fade away from the water, but also fades towards the sidewalk OB.
Yeah.
Which it looked like he found right there.
Yep.
That is unfortunate. There's a basket right there. So Nate with his third throw right here. And not an easy look. Low ceiling, OB to the left and long. But it came up a little bit short.
Yeah, decent skip, but yeah, a little short still.
That is Cam Todd's second shot. Should have no problem carding a 3. Looks like Paul is going Nova.
Doing what that Nova does.
Right? Park job. Don't hit your head. And Ricky throwing his harp, and his harp's doing what he does with his harp. Getting real close. Should have no problem with the 3. This is Nate to save his 4. That was a good putt.
Great save.
Wow.
I mean, considering the putt he just had, that just such a different change in the confidence right there.
Absolutely. Good to get it back going on in the next holes. Ricky just snuck that over so close.
I think it has something to do with how much force he puts on it.
He does,
Most
right?
people that float it probably wouldn't have made that.
He gets some oomph on those pitch putts, man. There is Paul cleaning up a 3. And this is Cam for 3 as well. It was gusty right here for you guys.
Yeah, it picked up quite a bit, just kind of out of nowhere.
And we didn't have the same wind on this hole. It was really calm. So everybody carding a 3 except for Nate, which is a good par save after the OB drive, honestly.
Yeah, better than 5.
That's for sure, sir. Paul and Cam still tied. Rick's still lurking, just one back. Hour to hole 3, 681. And this is kind of like a island fairway almost, Jonathan.
It's an awkward layout. Every year I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always the same, but just the way that sidewalk kind of partially plays in, because that part's still in bounds, but
yeah, exactly.
you got to stay out of that fairway left. The golf fairway.
Sidewalk is the OB line, right?
On the right side, sidewalk's OB.
And then there's flags on the left. Solid drive right there.
That's a great place to be right there. Kind of give yourself the hyzer line for the right-hand backhand shot.
Absolutely. Cam Todd looking to match that shot from Paul. Looks like that'll finish in bounds.
Yeah, he kind of hangs it up.
He did, didn't he?
But still splits it right down the middle.
Yeah. On that hyzer line, you definitely want to miss left over right.
Yeah.
Ricky Wysocki. Oh, he's taking an aggressive, even a hyzer flip, actually. Right up the middle.
You sacrifice some distance, but it is a pretty safe shot.
Exactly.
You know, just lasering it right down the middle.
You don't have to hang it out over the OB the entire time. Nate taking the hyzer line.
Gosh, watching him throw is just like
pretty incredible. He's got top MPO level power.
Seems like a lot of force. It's pretty cool to watch.
Definitely. Just squeaks it in inbounds over to the sidewalk. Looking at Cam Todd's second shot. Throwing a hyzer, getting around these trees, and hopefully back in bounds.
Yeah, he caught that tree. Left it quite a bit short.
She's clean though, right?
Yeah, it's still safe.
Ricky Wysocki. Booming it, Jay.
Wow.
Ooh. Inbounds?
Yeah, still in bounds. Just kind of flirting with it there on the left side.
Really narrow fairway they're trying to hit, and green too, I guess. Nate with another giant hyzer bomb.
Just gets it right on that sidewalk and skips it barely in.
And Paul McBeth looks like he's going monster here. Throwing a pretty big hyzer. A little bit short, right?
Yeah, he did leave it short. I'm guessing he just maybe read the wind a little bit wrong.
Looks like Cam is just going to lay it for a par. This is McBeast for McBirdie. Done and done.
Very nice.
Yep.
Not an easy putt. Uphill and then kind of gusty out there.
Oh, he's got that Kansas wind, man. We'll find out how that is tomorrow. Looking at Rick. Makes a nice birdie as well. Got that quick mini pickup. Guessing he's not happy with that upshot.
Yeah.
Something. We got Nate. Also carding a nice birdie. God, look at that that flag.
It's like it changes every time we cut to someone else
Right?
putting
It was
out.
really swirly wind all week. A lot of grass died to save putts here. And drives too. Paul and Nate card birdie. It looked like Ricky did go up BJ.
Oh, I guess he did.
Yeah. So he made his. That's why he had the quick mini pickup. See,
That's why he was
I
so
know my
upset.
Ricky Wysocki, dude.
That body language, though.
Yep. We're on to hole 4, 324. This one's pretty uphill. And did the green play OB?
The golf green plays will be and the bunker.
And the bunker? Cool. So
Yeah, you got to stay out of that sand trap.
Yeah, we definitely want to finish longer than shorter. Paul going, I believe that's a Star Destroyer. Yeah. And throwing on a big ol' hyzer. Comes up a little short.
Yeah, a little short, little left.
Mhm.
But like we were saying, you want to err on the left side rather than the right. Because
Absolutely.
that sand trap will catch your disc, and then you're actually got to be quite a ways back from that last point you were in bounds.
Mm-hmm. There is Nate for... Should have a putt from there.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Wysocki. My card experienced like a really big right to left wind on this hole. I don't know if... seems
Yeah,
like
it does look like
a little bit of that
they're
going
trying
on.
to fight that. You know, kind of how Paul's ended up more left than he
Mhm.
wanted.
Exactly. Ricky actually goes long there. And Cam back of the box, hoping to get to the front. Throws a little bit of a lower hyzer. Looks like that's going to work, though.
Not bad.
Wow. Best drive of the bunch right there.
Right there.
Mm-hmm. Nate for a 2.
Ooh.
A little amp side chain out. Yeah, Rick coming back towards the basket for a birdie.
Man, that low ceiling and it's still lifted.
Yep, that's the worst
We've
sign.
seen that a couple times this weekend.
Yep. Yeah, you just don't think it's going to happen, but it keeps going up. Oh, good putt from Paul again. He's got that final round juices flowing.
There it is.
Yep.
That's what we like to see. Keep
Mhm.
things interesting.
Yep. Cam looking to match Paul. Oh, uncharacteristic right there.
Yeah, usually he just doesn't put much thought into it, and it's usually a good thing for him. He
Yeah.
doesn't overthink it. But in that case, he just, I don't know, just a little error there, and just didn't
Yeah.
follow through, I think, with the putt, and just caused
Mhm.
it to fall short.
It was like a little bit of a tailwind, but on that short of a putt, it really shouldn't come into play that much.
Yeah.
But looks like it might have. Paul is... He's got a lead now. 2 strokes. I guess he had it last hole, too. Over Cam. Rick is back 3. And we're on to hole 5. 659-foot par 4. Pretty dead straight, honestly. OB right, OB left. And they move... Is the basket a little lefter it shows here? No, that's where it is. Paul McBeth on the box. Looks like he's got a Star Destroyer. That's crushed.
Yeah, and a lot of the guys will go right at that tree and just try to cut it just short, it looks like, and that'll give you the best look.
At the basket.
Yeah, just end up down there in that little dip in the fairway, and then it kind of puts you level with the basket, so those trees aren't quite as much in play.
Oh, okay.
Because they are pretty tall.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So it makes the upshot a little easier if you're on that low point.
Mm-hmm. Cam Todd. Staying in bounds up the fairway, and kind of like that key
Yeah.
landing spot you were talking
Yeah,
about.
it's a little short of where I would figure you'd want to be, but
Yeah, not a bad drive either.
nope.
Looking at Nate's second shot. He's quite a ways out still,
Yeah,
but that was a
that
hell of a
got
second
through.
shot.
He got the most out of that.
He found a pretty good window right there. Cam Todd looking to find the same one, but going lower, which is definitely that better play. Really set himself up for.
Yeah, that air bounce really helped him get up that
Mhm.
hill.
Yeah, this is a pretty good pump. It's quite a bit uphill. McBeth going Star Destroyer again. Getting that skip he wanted. And
Look
then
at that.
a skip tombstone.
A skip tombstone. We talked about that as we were walking up to that shot. He just was like, "What was that?" And
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, that ground had to have been incredibly soft to
Yeah.
do anything like that.
Yeah, the ground was incredibly soft. It rained a little bit. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday's footage, but it was a little sloppy out there. Ricky misses his birdie putt. This is Paul for a birdie. Not so much. Well, hi. Wanted it at least. Nate for his birdie after Incredible second shot. But he also wanted it too much. A little high. Nate coming back for his par. Nice putt there. And Cam must be pretty close.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he got a really good skip.
There he is. And I believe that's a stroke on the card, Jonathan.
It looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
No one else capitalized the way he did.
Nah. It should. You think it's an MPO birdie hole, though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think everyone's upshots just kind of faltered one way or another. And
That's definitely where the difficulty lies on this one.
mhm.
Everybody walking off. And there is that stroke for Cam, bringing Paul's lead down to 1. It's going to take us to hole 6, and we're shooting the other hole that kind of starts at the country club.
Yeah, starts up at the top of the hill again.
Mm-hmm.
Long open fairway back down. OB
Yep.
on the right. OB left on the, is it sidewalk?
Yep. Yeah, the road is the more common OB. We're going to see, though. Let's see the basket really tucked in over there.
Yeah.
And especially with the guys trying to reach the basket. Cam Todd playing a flex shot. Cam Todd throws far, man.
Yeah, he really does. That
Yeah.
thing just kind of dumped out left, though.
What was this hole, 580 or 560, something like that?
Yeah, I believe so.
That was easily a 500-foot drive from Cam. And Paul just uncorks on this one. Oh my goodness, Jonathan.
Oh, man, look at that.
No way, dude.
And actually, I think that one might have gone OB.
Really?
Yeah, I think it kind of hung out and didn't
Oh, weird.
come all the way back in.
Nate following Paul's line, but going a little bit higher, a little more conservative line.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still down there.
he definitely sacrificed some distance
Mhm.
trying to play that a little safer, but
Yep.
at least you're not costing yourself a stroke on the error.
Yep. Ricky going up way high on an Annie.
Wow.
Gonna get some fade? Or is that OB?
I think it's in, but I believe it just kind of sticks in behind that line of bushes where pretty much kills your birdie putt.
Gotcha. That was Cam just laying out for a smart 3. This is Nate also doing the same. Oh, no, he was running that, wasn't
Give
he?
it a little go, yeah.
Yeah, he sure was. Oh, Ricky went long?
That's incredible.
Wow. And it looks like Paul did same bounce.
Oh, okay.
If he's over here anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you wanted that too? That would have been really good too. Definitely a stroke on the field for sure. This is Ricky for a 3. Oh, what?
Hit it pretty good, but I guess it's just a
Yeah.
little too far right.
That one took
Kicked
a
it
long
out.
time to come out.
Yeah.
Like I really thought about it. I was like, nah. Cam dropping in. Smart 3. Nate also dropping in a 3. And there's Paul with his 3. So Rick losing a stroke to the card. He didn't need to do that.
No, he did not. He was kind of getting on a good little push there, but
What,
there's
yeah.
still a lot of golf left.
Oh yeah, tons. Paul McBeth has that 1-stroke lead over Cam. And we're on to hole 7, 386. And the brown grass is inbounds on this one though, right? Just the green is OB? And
Yeah,
the
just
street?
that golf green and the street on the right.
Yeah. Kind of a tight green, and you really don't want to go long and end up in those bushes. They're not forgiving. Cam Todd? He really kind of like falls forward on his
Yeah, he gives it everything he's got, but look at that. I mean,
what?
you can't play it much
Wow.
better than that.
Incredible drive from Cam. Paul really needs to match that drive to keep his lead going. I believe that's Thunderbird, I want to say. We'll find out when you guys do the in the bag.
As long as it runs, yeah. This was okay. This is the one he goes
Oh,
OB.
this OB in the red.
Yeah, these holes kind of play similar
Yep, very
in
much.
feel, but yeah, that's not what he wanted with Cam right under the basket.
Oh yeah, huh? Could be losing 2 strokes right here, right?
Mhm.
Nate has a good forehand, Jonathan.
Yeah,
That was impressive.
kind of all around.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Rick going backhand. Well, he could get there with a forehand.
Yeah, but he hung it up in that
He
tree.
did. Kind of think that forehand line might be more
Yeah,
open.
I saw him taking the forehand in practice. But
Really?
I guess he just wasn't feeling the wind.
Oh no!
What a great run, though.
Oh, that's true. That right to left will kind of hang up your forehand fade. That was Paul trying to salvage a par, but it did not happen. That is Ricky for a 3, and Cam and Nate are gonna make some birdies after Paul makes a 4.
Mm.
It's 2-stroke, man. I think Cam's winning now after he makes his putt, right?
He is. That was a flip-flop right there.
It was.
Talk about an interesting round of golf.
Yeah. Always nice when you see lead changes. Makes it fun.
It really does.
Dramatic. Gotta love it. Look at that wrap Cam's got on that. How many million throws are on that arm right there? I heard he doesn't even practice anymore.
Really?
No, he just goes and just smashes it.
I mean, that makes sense because he was asking a lot of questions on some of these holes.
Yeah, apparently he just goes and walks the courses. He doesn't practice them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? Hole 8, 629. And there... Is it OB left in that dry grass? I believe so, right?
I want to say that fairway is OB.
Yeah, over to the left.
Yeah.
So you want to land in the non-manicured grass.
Yeah. And there is OB right as well. You see the flags.
Oh, yeah. Very true. Looks like Cam is perfectly in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, it's a good place to be.
Really playing some smart golf. Nate going forehand, which is going to fade away from the OB. Or the initial OB, anyway. And in the middle of the fairway. Good play. Ricky Wysocki. He's throwing more backhands than I expect this round.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the reasoning for that, but
he knows his game. But
that one goes OB.
That one OB, right? Paul McBeth looks like he's going Star Destroyer. He threw that one pretty hard, Jay.
Yeah, look at how much it cranked over.
Whoa.
And I believe this one is also OB.
It did. It drifted far right. So that's where that risk reward Cam paid off. You know, playing safe.
Exactly, because he'll take the easy 3.
Exactly. And Nate lays up for his easy 3. This is Ricky.
Okay, so Ricky was safe. He just got caught in that bush.
Gotcha. So that's his second shot. Looks like one of his harps. Should make for a 3. Look at Cam's second shot. And getting more strokes on Paul right here with that upshot.
Just so consistent right now.
Playing really, really smart golf. So Paul went OB. He's throwing his upshot with, I believe, his Champ Monster. Yeah. But that was his third shot, so he's going to be putting 4. And whereas Cam is parked for a 3. Oh no, Jonathan.
Look at that tailwind.
What?
And it lifts right out of his hand.
What is going on, man?
And then the equal distance from the other side, and he just,
Headwind,
like nothing.
And it didn't go up at all.
I don't know.
This is just some really interesting wind, man.
Yeah, see, he was pretty surprised. I mean, it's not like him to airball like that.
No,
so
definitely not at all.
You got to think that the wind is just quite unpredictable.
Capitalized right there.
2 strokes, 2 holes in a row.
Wow, you're right.
4 strokes in 2 holes.
Incredible. Making up 4 strokes on Paul is not an easy thing to do.
No, especially not that fast.
Yeah, not in 2 holes. Good putt from Nate, and we're looking at Ricky for a 3. Nicely done. Sticks in there, kind of. And there is your leader. Cam top by 3 strokes. 4 on Nate and Ricky. That's going to bring us to on hole 9. 430-foot downhill shot. Most people play, I saw the forehands on my card. Kind of skipping in towards the basket. Throwing it kind of straight off the tee and get that late fade. And there is OB right with the cart path, right?
Yes, OB right.
Cam is throwing a turnover backhand. But did he hit a tree right there?
Yeah, I did hit an early tree.
Yeah. That backhand line is a little tough because you kind of have a tendency to cut roll at the end here.
Yeah.
Oh, Nate going backhand hyzer?
Yeah,
line?
he cranked it a little too hard.
A little too much Nate on that one.
Never came back.
Yep. There's O to the B. Rick busting out his trusty forehand with probably a felon.
It's got to get down.
Yeah, it does. Hit that tree. Oh, that's a good tree right there.
Yeah, they could have very easily skipped straight out of bounds.
Yeah, even giving him a putt for birdie. Paul is forehanding a Star Destroyer.
Hanging it out there, but it's coming back.
Yeah, a really nice line.
Wow.
Yep.
That is beautiful.
Yep. He definitely has an underrated forehand game. Nate throwing a forehand for his 3rd shot after an OB stroke. And that one went quite a bit long, and that's OB as well, isn't it?
OB to OB.
Oh,
That's
man.
unfortunate.
Yep. Going to be throwing 5. Probably going to be taking a 6 here. This is Cam's second shot after that early tree hit. That's a pretty good upshot, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's becoming a theme for him this round.
Uh-huh. Oh, Ricky, that wind again, messing with their putts. This is Nate's fifth shot.
Oof.
Basket's out. Can we take it a 6? This is Paul McBeth for a birdie. Bang, bang.
That helps.
It does.
Recoup some of those strokes he just lost.
Yep. I just made one up on Cam right there. This is Ricky for a par. Nicely done. There's Nate for a 6. He had a pretty good round going too.
Yeah.
That one kind of hurts.
Hopefully it won't cause him to stall out much more than that.
For
it's
sure.
just important to forget that and move on.
Yep, that's a key element of being a good disc golfer.
Bobby, those aren't soft taco shells.
What did you just do?
I'm stamping this misprint.
Yeah, but you triple stamped the double stamp.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Can too.
Cannot.
Can too.
Cannot.
Can too.
You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't, Eric!
Guys, enough!
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Cool. So Paul making up a stroke on Cam, taking that lead down to 2 for Cam. And we're on to, I believe, hole 10, Jonathan?
Hole 10.
Yep. So this one is downhill pretty much the entire way, I want to say.
Yeah, you got the OV sidewalk on the left. Basket's kind of tucked in those 3 little trees in there or 4 trees, kind of protect it from any kind of higher shots. So a lot of these guys are just trying to get that skip up into that little grove of trees.
It looks like Paul's going to start a destroyer. And he wants it, Jay. That is crushed.
Yeah, it just needs to get left. That grass is kind of soft, so
Yep.
left a little bit further right than he wanted.
Got pin high, which is pretty impressive in and of itself.
Oh, yeah.
And Cam is flirting. Is that back in bounds?
See, I think that is all safe. See, the only thing it'll be was that bunker you just saw. So.
Gotcha. Ricky Wysocki. Probably throwing an enforcer or something like that. Maybe their new Defender discs. I've been hearing great things about that.
Oh, yeah. I've heard from Drew Gibson, who's pretty excited about that new disc.
Awesome. Nate, absolutely crushing it per the Nate usual. He's got some crazy style, man. I like it.
I do. I just like watching how the velocity or something is just different coming out of his hand.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Cam just laying up for a 3. Can't put it much closer than that. Paul for a 2.
Yeah, he knew that wasn't going in as soon as he released it.
Yeah.
Just
He didn't get lift on a headwind putt again, though. Nate for a 2. That's a good 2.
That's a
really
great 2.
Wow, man. This kid's a talent.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricky Wysocki. What?
The low putt.
It was, man. He puts them low, but usually they're in.
Yeah,
Not
usually
hitting
he
the
puts
rim.
enough force on them, they still make it.
And as Paul and Cam drop it in 3. No movement there on the lead. Still Cam by 1, I believe. Oh, sorry, 2. Yep. 2 over Paul. Ricky is 2 back of that. Nate is hanging around, and we're on to hole 11. And this one had a pretty good backup.
Yeah,
So
it did, understandably. So things can get pretty hairy on this hole.
Yep. So it's downhill off the tee, and then you're going back uphill, and the basket's off to the right. It's a par 4, 517. I heard Nico and Sexton eagled it last year with rollers.
Yeah, that's probably one of the few ways you're going to get something all the way down there.
Yeah, if you start going right too early, you're You're in some trouble, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's what Nate just did.
Yeah, he's in the woods. Paul throwing hyzer flip with his destroyer. It looks like that's fading out too early.
Yeah, it sure does. But
Pin high, inbounds.
that's important.
Yep, easy 3.
There's definitely a drop zone if you go be off the tee. I'm pretty sure on this hole.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's further back down the sidewalk.
Gotcha. Cam Todd. Was it that? I'll make for a 3 as well. Right in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, that's just how he planned it. Whether or not he'd seen that hole before or not, he wasn't going to be going straight for that tee.
No. Or basket.
So yeah.
Ricky Wysocki. That's a pretty booming drive. And gets it over towards the basket.
Yeah, keeping it on that right side is difficult once you get all the way down there. So that's a good place to be.
So this is Nate from the woods. Oh, he found it out.
Look at that. That's a
Wow.
great out from the woods.
That's impressive.
I've seen a lot of people try to get out from there and without that much success.
Yeah, most of the time you're pitching out. Cam just playing more smart golf, laying up for his 3. This is Paul for eagle. He wanted that one.
Yeah,
Jay.
that was definitely something he was trying to go for.
Ricky is also going for an eagle. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Just a little bit short, it looked like.
I wonder what it feels like to get an eagle.
You never got a hole in one, man?
Okay. I mean, I think it's cooler, though, to
To get a 2 on a 4? Or,
Yeah.
or a 3 on a 5? I'll give you that. That was Nate making a pretty incredible 3 after that drive, Jonathan.
yeah.
I kind of discounted the 3 ever happening from him.
Exactly. That pitch out was amazing.
It sure was. Cam pitches in a 3. Speaking of pitches, and there is Paul also dropping in a 3. So Cam holding on to that 2-stroke lead, and Ricky is still 2 back. Nate, that was an incredible 3. I'll give him that right there.
Yeah. To help along with the all-star frame.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
was the most unlikely of.
After watching the drives, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hole 12 is 364 feet. It's pretty straight, and it kind of has a downhill slope to it with a little tiny uphill finish. And I believe a blind tee as well.
Yeah, you can't really see the basket from the tee.
Yeah.
And you don't want to end up too far right because of the OB.
Did that cut roll?
Yeah, it did. I don't recall if it went all the way out of bounds, but
Huh.
definitely threw that.
Spoiler alert, the same exact thing happened on my card. Yeah.
So many cut rolls right off the tee.
Yeah, with the forehand.
Huh.
Yeah. That's Paul's drive. Came a little bit shorter than he wanted. I think he hit those guardian trees by the basket, it looked like.
I think he did. Yeah, I think it clipped a tree.
And Cam Todd, that's looking beautiful, Jonathan. Oh.
Yeah, he gets through that opening, and so that makes the birdie putt a little bit more manageable,
Yeah,
not
it's
having any trees in the way.
Looks like about a 30, 35 footer. Rick also attacking the basket. If that gets through that ceiling, it might work. Yeah, also putting. It's tough to finish at the basket with a backhand.
Well, yeah, especially when you're trying to avoid turning over too far right, OB.
We're looking at Nate's 3rd shot after an OB stroke. Oh, stay in bounds. Oh, that was a good roll.
That's a great roll. I could have very easily just gone and skipped out.
Absolutely. Should be able to salvage a 4. This is Paul for birdie from about, 45, 50. Comes up just short there. As Michael looks on. Ooh, that was incredible.
That's huge to get another stroke back on Paul.
For sure. Stretching that lead out. Ricky looking to match Cam's 2. There's a Ricky Wysocki putt.
Yeah,
We
two
might love.
beautiful putts.
Absolutely.
It's not very common to get a birdie for some reason on this hole.
That's a tough one. It's really tough to get close. You can kind of get down there,
Yeah.
but getting really close is tough. Nate makes a good comebacker for a 4. And Paul is going to drop in a 3 after losing another stroke to Cam and Rick. Not the name of the game. Cam now has a 3-stroke lead. Do a little separation here.
Yeah, and we are running out of holes to play.
Exactly. We're on hole 13. 371. Going uphill. And where's his basket?
It's
tucked?
on the left of the sidewalk.
Oh, that's
So
right.
essentially, these guys are kind of teeing off on an island if you're doing the right-hand backhand line,
Okay.
because you're not really in bounds off the tee.
Oh, just left of the cart path of the
Yeah,
mounds?
you got to stay left of that. So here's Cam. Puts it on the sidewalk and never actually was in bounds.
So it's OB the entire way?
Yeah. So basically, he's going to have to re-tee.
Re-tee. Oh, wow. That's a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like Ricky went and finished a little bit left. There is also OB left, huh?
I believe so.
Yeah, if you go too far on your fade. Paul looks like he went Star Destroyer. Got stuck.
Yeah, that was good. That's a good instance of not needing that skip.
For sure. Nate also going hyzer backhand.
Caught the tree.
Good
Pushed
tree
it right
hit,
back toward the basket.
Yeah, but he's happy about that one.
Some tree love.
Mm-hmm. And Cam Todd, this is going to be his third shot after the OB drive. And should be able to salvage a 4, hopefully.
Yeah, pretty nice recovery.
Yeah, can stop the bleeding a little bit. Ooh, good 4.
He's so quick with those putts.
Isn't he,
it's
man?
amazing that he's just the confidence. Just that
Apparently he just like thinks about it before he even looks at it.
Yeah.
And just steps up and
he
bangs
just
it.
trusts the mechanics.
Mm-hmm. The less you think, the better.
I agree.
Yep. Ricky makes a really nice putt for a 2. This is Nate for a 2 after a very friendly tree kick. Gotta love it. Good birdie. And there is Paul for a birdie, and he just made up 2 strokes on Cam.
So many strokes just giving and taking.
Flying back and forth for sure. So that lead is just down to 1 for Cam. Now we're on to hole 14. This one we're going downhill, but I believe. And yeah, there is a OB just to the right of the basket and also long left on the green. So that fence is OB, and then this green is OB, and the basket is tucked down in here on the right.
Yeah, and the sidewalk is also be on the left.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Far left, yeah.
You gotta really shank it though.
But I've definitely seen some people throw rollers that kick all the way out left.
Sure, I can see that happening. Paul McBeth taking that little mild hyzer line through the trees and gets it down there past Joe.
That's a great drive.
Yeah, sure was. Should leave him like a little forehand upshot.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Give it a turnover on the mid. And Nate's drive. What happened to that thing? You see it?
I think it was off to the right. I think it caught a tree, actually.
Okay.
He slipped off the tee box, and so it didn't make for a very good release.
I like that window Cam took right there. A little bigger than the other ones.
Yeah.
Got him down there. Oh, yeah, so it looks like Nate hit an early tree. This is his second shot.
So much power there.
Wow.
I know I keep saying it, but it's just crazy to see.
It's unconventional power, but he definitely generates it.
Yeah.
So this is Ricky's second shot, and this is a great forehand shot. Oh. Well, Ricky got some turn on that
What
forehand.
a nice flex.
Wow. I would say that's a felon, but I don't think so. That one finished
Just
pin
about,
high.
yeah, pin high left. I mean,
I'm looking at Cam's second shot after a really well-placed drive. And he is looking to swing it around that tree at the very end. Oh.
I just caught the backside of it.
Yeah, gotta give himself a fun putt.
Maybe not for him.
No, maybe not so much. Looks like Paul is going forehand Star Destroyer. Sit. Oh, wow. Great upshot, Jonathan.
That was great.
This is going to be Nate's third shot. Hoping to salvage a 4. Oh, well done.
Another good upshot.
Mm-hmm. Ricky for a 3. Gave it a go. This is Cam for his 3. Not so much. Looks like Paul could be getting a stroke right here. Uh-oh.
Is it tied?
That's tied, man.
Here we go.
This is an exciting round. I'm liking it
really
so
is.
far. Real cool. There's Rick making a 4. Nate is also going to make a 4, which after his drive, really no shame in that.
It was a really good recovery.
Mm-hmm. And there's Cam dropping in his 4. So Paul making up that stroke is tied at the top, and Ricky's lurking 2 strokes back, and Ricky can do Ricky things.
Oh, yeah. 2 strokes is nothing with some of the holes we've got coming up.
Yep, and the players we've got playing them. Hole 15, 426. Is
This one plays
Oh, yeah.
downhill and kind of back uphill.
Yeah, and then
OB left.
And right as well.
And right.
Yep. And that kind of dry grass over there. Just to the right of the trees is OB, basically. Paul is going Star Destroyer. Up the middle, getting a good skip towards the bucket. Going to be putting for 2.
Yeah, just left it shorter than he wanted, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of OB in play, so you can't be too aggressive.
Yep, play pretty conservative. At least he's tied for a lead now. Doesn't want to give it away
Exactly.
for free, right? Ricky, not looking happy, Jonathan.
No, he knows he's really close, and birdieing that would be huge
Mhm.
right now, especially since we only have, 4 holes to go.
Yep. Wow, look at this drive from Nate.
Man, that got so much ground travel.
He is a crusher. Cam Todd looking to come back. Ooh, my goodness.
Beautiful flex.
This guy knows his plastic.
Wow.
He knew
That
exactly
is-
what that disc was going to do.
Yeah.
Ricky for 2. He wanted that one.
Yeah.
A little jump putt from like 100. Paul for birdie. Looks like just outside the circle.
Oof.
Oh,
Little low, little high.
Mhm.
Just kind of all over the place on this one.
worst sound at disc golf. Hitting that band.
Mhm.
Nate makes it nice too.
It was a great drive
He can play.
to overdrive this hole.
Yeah, pretty incredible with that low ceiling and everything.
Yeah.
And you're not getting a ton of. I guess you've got some skips, but you can't really count on it. And look at this drive from Cam.
Man,
He wants that lead, Jonathan.
he just got it.
He did, didn't he? Wow. Not a lot of holes left either. What, 3?
3 holes left.
1 stroke advantage. Down to the wire. Loving this right here. So I'm giving Paul a run for his money. Ricky is now 3 back of the lead. 2 back of Paul. And we're on the hole 16. 365, the infamous island hole, Jonathan.
Yes, this used to be hole 18 in years past.
It used to be shorter too, I heard.
Emporia Country Club. Yeah,
It used to be about like 250 or something like that.
I believe so.
But this is now a straight crush over the water. You can lay up, but I don't think anybody's going to.
No, I don't think so. And unfortunately, Nate just kind of stands it up the entire way. And I mean, it's basically an island shot anyway, so it's
Yep.
not like you have to. Even if you were to cross, if you don't land on it, then you still have to go to the drop zone.
Yeah, there's a drop zone off to the right, just short right, and Cam lands on it, but he's going to the drop zone.
Exactly.
That blast is wet.
Yeah, it doesn't do you much good to just cross it.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have to place it and make it sit. But
Paul-
as you can see,
Ooh. Oh man, I bet he was hoping for a bench hit right there, but just went just a skosh long.
yeah,
Oh,
see, it's just so
unfortunate.
fast right there on top of that
It
mound.
is. Yeah, you can't really approach it with a backhand hyzer because the way those trees are on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All
Ricky's
4 of these
skipping it.
guys just struggle with that drive.
Yeah, I think my whole card almost did too. There's gonna be some layups. You see a lot of 2s on this. Well, not a lot of 2s, but you see 2s or 4s. Not a lot of 3s.
Exactly.
If you're making the island, you're probably gonna birdie. If you don't, you're taking a 4. Oh my goodness, Jonathan!
He's still trying to roll away.
It did. He was trying to make that, wasn't he?
I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he needs to make up that stroke.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. He knows he doesn't have any time left to
Mm-hmm.
wait around.
But coming back to salvage a 4. That's a good pressure putt right there.
Yeah, kind of uphill,
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle of the water. There's got to be some kind of air moving around there.
Yeah. Cam also putting for a 4. Ricky about to do the same.
He knows he's got those 3 strokes to make up.
Yep,
And now only 2 holes to do it.
Yeah, against some stiff competition. Nate also making a 4, and there is a 4 frame right there.
Unfortunate all-star bogey.
But I bet there were a lot of those in that hole
Yeah.
today. Apparently, somebody was saying the spotter said like only 30 people made it that day out of like 100 plus open guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's goes to show you how difficult that is to make that thing stick on that island.
Yep. So hole 17 is a par 5. A big dog leg left. Are you throwing through the gap in this tree off your drive? Nate has the box. He's on cork. You want to throw an ante that fades, because if it doesn't fade, you could go long and go OB.
Yeah.
Nate hit a tree right there, it looked like?
Yeah, I think he did hit a tree, actually. But see, the thing is, you don't want to fade too soon because there is OB left.
Oh, there is,
that
right.
tree line is flagged.
Oh, yeah.
And Cam just found it.
Is he OB or is he safe?
Pretty sure that one's OB.
Is it? Okay. Looked really close.
And Paul knows that all he has to do is stay in bounds, and it's a stroke, almost automatic.
Oh, no.
But unfortunately, he gets a pretty bad skip, too.
Oh, wow. The drama continues, Jonathan.
This is what we like.
Yeah, Ricky, really nice drive right here. Kind of middle of the fairway. Maybe a little bit farther left than you want.
Yeah.
But that was crushed.
See, Nate just has no footing.
Oh, my. Yeah, it was an absolute slop fest
Yeah, he
at that
lost
spot
it.
right there.
I remember him getting up, and his hands were just covered in mud.
Oh,
He
I
was
bet.
not happy.
No. So this is going to be Cam's third shot after an OB stroke. And it stays in bounds over there.
Yeah, that stays in.
Yeah. This is going to be Nate's third throw. A little bit better footing that time. Gets it out there. Looks like that'll work. And this is going to be Paul's... How is he... Oh, okay. I thought he was throwing from the other disc for a second.
Yeah.
But his third throw is a crazy sky hyzer. That thing was way up there.
Wow. Yeah, well, he had to go kind of straight at it with that huge, big hyzer line,
Mhm.
being that close to the tree line.
Yep. Ricky Wysocki also throwing a crazy big hyzer. A little bit less than Paul. Gets a little farther down the fairway, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think close enough to be putting. Oh, did Nick OB right there?
I guess he
It
did.
looked like he
looks
might
like,
have,
yeah,
yeah.
it looks like he did.
That was his fourth shot, but probably fifth with no B stroke. Going to be putting six. This is Cam's third. Or sorry, fourth with an OB stroke.
Yeah, and Paul's probably trying to come up with a way to drop that in.
Yep.
Just because he knows Cam's, he wouldn't gain a stroke on Cam if he didn't.
Yep. There's Ricky just laying up. This is Nate for, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 6. Probably taking a 7.
Yeah.
Ricky makes a good putt right there.
Very nice.
Barely over the rim in typical Ricky fashion. I'm pretty sure Cam and Paul are both dropping in 5s right here, Jay.
Yes. Yeah, being OB off the tee like that.
Mm-hmm. At least they're salvaging a par. I believe that was Nate with a 7. Yep. Ricky did get the birdie, though. Getting a stroke on him. It's only 1 back of Paul and 2 back of Cam.
I'd give him a little confidence going into the last hole.
Yeah, last hole. So hole 18, you're throwing across the water on your drive. Got to be aware of the other water on your right once you do cross the first water. And then it's a dogleg right, and the basket's on a pretty good slope.
Yeah, it's just to the right of the golf green, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to see some really big drives and then probably some backhand hyzer bombs on the second shot. And that's a really big drive, Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Inbounds, though?
I'm pretty sure that one's in bounds.
Wow. Flirting with that second set of water.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Todd throws far. Look at this thing.
Max distance.
Uh-huh. In the fairway. Paul McBeth going Star Destroyer. Whoa.
It's nice flags.
Yep. That is way up there. That is really far up the fairway.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see how far Nate can get. Looking to get some turnover on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was in the air for a while.
Sure was. Got it up there. So this is Nate's second shot. Like I said, they're going to throw some hyzers at the basket. That one looked a little bit right, though.
Yeah, he was just really trying to pump it. I don't know if it was a
Uh,
stable disc for him usually or what. But
Yeah. Didn't quite work out. This is Cam Todd's second shot. That looks within birdie range. That might have sealed the deal right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Possibly.
This is Ricky's second shot. You know, he'd like to make up a stroke on Paul if he could.
Yeah.
And this is Paul's second shot going to start a story, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try and dunk this, right? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just...
Tree trimming.
That's kind of it right there.
Yeah, it's true.
He really had to go all the way up on that shot.
Yeah, he needs to make this to put any kind of pressure on Cam if it goes long. But no, but he was trying to float that in 100%. Oh, looks like Cam did come up shorter than we thought.
Yeah, but he's already seeing what Paul's playing, so...
Yep. He knows he can just lay up for the win. Ooh, Nate almost making a putt. And this is Ricky to tie Paul for second. If Paul can make that putt, that is. Oh.
Wow.
That was huge.
Last possible moment.
In front of a huge gallery. Ricky stoked on that one, rightly so. And here is Paul to tie Ricky for second. Good putt there. Solid finish.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm going to let Nate tap in first. And here is your 2016 Glassbone Open champion, Cam Todd.
I believe they said that was his first national tour win.
Really?
Which is crazy considering he's a world champion.
I was going to say the 2001 world champ beat the 2014, 13, and 15, and 12 reigning champion. Way out of order right there.
So, 4-time versus 1-time, but man, that's...
You got him, man.
And I mean, it was so awesome after this seeing all these people congratulate him. So many people were stoked for him.
That's awesome, man. Really cool to see. Out of nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
Just coming on the scene. Again.
Again.
And doing things.
Don't call it a comeback.
Oh, there's Simon. There's Michael Downs, one of the PGA gang. How about that one, man?
Just a great finish. I mean...
By a stroke over the top 2 players in the world.
Yep.
Right? They're right there.
It's got to feel great.
And Eagle sneaking on there from the chase card. Finishing 4th.
Yeah.
Some work.
Showing himself again like he did final round last year.
For sure.
Glass blown open.
Yeah, he really plays this course well. Well, cool, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you around.